it's Adrienne and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks to staying motivated and happy. So I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and pretend or say that these are life hacks. They are not. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs personally, with feeling super motivated one day and feeling really sad and maybe even a little bit depressed another day. And first of all, this is completely normal. However, there are ways to combat this. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about some of those things that I have discovered in my 24 laps around the sun. That was a weird way of saying that. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe by pushing the button down below, and I post twice a week now, so that's super exciting. And if you're not new here, or if you're new here, be sure to click the little bell next to the subscribe button, because that will notify you guys every single time I upload. It is totally free, and you should do it because YouTube's weird and sometimes doesn't notify people, so click it, click it. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the tips. Okay guys, so tip number one for staying motivated and happy is to set goals for yourself and remind yourself of these goals. Setting goals may seem like a given, but reminding yourself of your goals isn't so much fun. It's important to track your progress on your goals because achieving a goal is obviously a good feeling, so when you can see that you're getting really close to that, hopefully it can give you that extra boost and motivation that you need. Tip number two, and my all-time favorite, is to underpromise and overachieve. One of my greatest friends slash second moms told me this kind of recently, and it honestly was like the most empowering thing I've ever heard. Basically what this means is that you always want to be under-promising and over-delivering, rather than over-promising and under-delivering. Driven people want to succeed, and unfortunately sometimes with success comes the need and the desire to please other people. So say you're helping a friend complete a project and they ask you how long it'll take you to finish. Now you may get done in 4 days, but you could get done in 2 days. What I think you should do is actually tell them 5 days. That way, if you finish and get them the project anytime before 5 days, you are over-delivering from what you promised. And it is seen as a positive thing. Now, here's the thing that often kills people and makes them lose all motivation. Most people overpromise and say that they will get it done in 2 days. This is because they want to do a good job, they want to please, they want to do it quickly and efficiently, so they're like, oh, I'm gonna get it done in 2 days. The problem is that if it takes you any longer than 2 days to complete that job, it is now turned into a negative thing. You've overpromised something and you have underdelivered. So this applies to your own personal goals too, because oddly enough, it is a totally mental concept. Say you set a goal to get a 4.0 next semester. Well, if you get a 3.5, you're gonna be pretty disappointed because you set a really high goal and you didn't quite meet it. However, if you set the goal to get at least a 3.3 this semester and then you get a 3.5, you've overachieved. So now you're happy, you're positive, it just feels better. So in no way is that saying that you guys should aim low and that you shouldn't set high goals for yourself. What it just means is that you don't want to be promising other people or yourself anything that you don't think is realistic. Maybe you can get a 4.0. Good for you. Go get that 4.0. Tip number three, give yourself breaks. Oh my gosh, you guys, give yourself breaks. You are gonna go crazy if you don't. Does it look like I'm going crazy? So this is obvious. Sometimes even the most hardworking, driven people get overwhelmed. And unfortunately, being overwhelmed will not help you be as productive as you can, and it certainly won't help with your attitude and feeling towards what you're doing. As hard as it is and as much stuff as you might have to do, you have to give yourself a break. In my opinion, getting burnt out is the #1 cause of losing motivation, and not only that, but you can start to really not love doing something that you used to love. So give yourself a break, take a refresher, and I promise you, you'll be so much more motivated and happy and ready to go when you come back. Tip number four, do not be so hard on yourself. I see you over there in that corner being hard on yourself and comparing yourself to others. Stop it. Don't do it. The reality of the situation is that every single person falls short sometimes. I'm gonna repeat that. Everyone falls short. Literally every single person. Whether you didn't achieve a certain goal, or maybe you got rejected from a job or a college or an audition, realizing that this is completely normal is going to completely change your attitude and your motivation level. Too many people spend time sulking or complaining about how they didn't get up early enough or they didn't do this when so-and-so did that. By realizing and accepting that rejection and failure are natural parts of life, you are going to thrive. You're going to thrive. And your mind will be much more at ease. Honestly, I swear, you guys. I'm a wise woman, okay? Trust me. This also applies to that stupid vicious circle of beating yourself up for being unmotivated. I tend to do that. Like, I'll feel super lazy one day and then I'll like beat myself up for being lazy. And it's like, okay girl, you're already being lazy, just be lazy. Accept it. If you're lazy one day and unmotivated, it's okay if it only happens once in a while. You probably need that break that I talked about in tip number 3. Just accept that tomorrow's a new day and life goes on. And last but not least, tip number 5 is to raise the stakes for yourself. Now, if the feel-good method of getting your motivation back up doesn't quite work, there are definitely other ways to keep yourself accountable. One good way to combat procrastination is to tell your family and close friends that you are gonna get something done, or tell them your goals, so that they will probably pester you and ask you every single day if you finished whatever it was, because they care about you and they love you and they wanna know how your life is. And it feels a little bit worse when you say you're gonna do something and then you have to tell someone else you didn't do it, right? Aha. If that doesn't work, I don't know, go a step further, take away your own cookie privileges, or change your own Netflix password, but make your roommate do it so you don't know what it is. That way you have to get stuff done. I know that sounds really stupid and harsh, but sometimes if it's the only way, you gotta do it. Alright, you guys, so those are my top 5 tips for staying motivated and happy. This list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So if you guys would like a part 2 and so on, please, please, please let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up, and that is how I will know. Just comment down below saying part 2 and I will do it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that it made you even a little bit inspired or ready to take on the next challenge of this day, of this week, of this year, whatever it may be. Remember to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell for notifications, and also you can find me on Instagram and Twitter where I will be doing other stuff. I love you so much, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!